So what if I told you that spiritual awakening could be perceived as something that would ruin your life, but it's not really how it seems. So although it seems like on the surface when you first have your spiritual awakening and things like feel like they're being torn apart. Okay, you're gonna lose friends, you're gonna lose probably your job, you're gonna like completely go down a different path in your life, but that's not actually a bad thing. So if you are like many people and you've woken up, let's say woken up spiritually in the last few years, and you've come to realize that what we've been told isn't quite true, the world isn't working the way we think it does or we've been told it does, and we fundamentally are not these mortal, powerless victims floating around in space. We're actually immortal, divine beings who have limitless power, who are here for a particular reason. If you've just realized that in the last few years, the chances are you've probably like lost some friends, maybe even fallen out with family members, had some disagreements, and your life path has changed from going in one direction to going in the completely opposite direction, probably, if you like most people. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It feels like chaos on the surface, but from that chaos will come all of the growth, all of the new opportunities. And I speak about this a lot, especially in the Superhuman program, which you can find down below. What tends to happen is as you change, the old life falls away before the new life is fully materialized. So, and what that looks like is, let's say if you wake up spiritually and you lose a lot of friends, you'll lose the friends before you make the new ones who match your new level of vibration. So in the moment, it feels like you've lost everything, when really you're just in that kind of transition state between your old life and your new, better life. So don't worry about that. But another thing to bear in mind is, like, if you have just woken up in the last few years, you need to approach things as if you're a child. Try and remember that we know a very, very tiny amount of what there is to know. And even in terms of our senses, right? You've probably seen that image where it shows like a huge, vast spectrum of frequencies and information. And then it says this here, this tiny hair, like hair width slither here is what you can perceive with your five senses. And it's barely anything. Like we only see a tiny spectrum of light. And we only hear a tiny limited spectrum of the sound frequencies that are actually available. So we are aware of a very tiny part of our existence. Everything else, we don't really know what it's doing or how it works. So we need to approach it like a child. Be open-minded, playful, curious, but don't assume that you know something for certain. You know, always be willing to change your beliefs and change what you know to be true, because that's just how an open mind works. You need to be flexible and open, even if it's something that you've believed your whole life. And this is where a lot of people find it difficult. That could be wrong, and in many cases it is wrong. So yeah, approach things as if you don't really know whether it's true or not, and you're just kind of playfully finding out. You're just exploring it like a child, and I think that will really help in terms of your spiritual awakening. Now, I do have a free video training down below about how to manifest abundance. With financial abundance, you will have more time to do the things you love doing, to explore your spirituality, to basically experience life and do your purpose on earth. I mean, with a lot of time and money, you can basically do anything. So you can just work on the things you love doing, instead of having to work a job you really don't like and it sucks your energy and your soul away, basically. So check out that free training down below and leave a comment letting me know, how did you actually wake up spiritually? I'm really curious, and I will try and reply to everybody. So that's it for today. I'll see you next time.